come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Motion from the wide out. To the air on first down. The quick out. Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Apparently, line number one on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Great place to start for this offense. Give to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Offense in a bunch formation. Going to sling it on second down. Snagged out of the air. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
That's tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Get set, get set.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to throw again. Gets it out fast.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires left. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Spits it out to the back. Found a seam. Oh, look out on the right. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Orange.
And if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Looking to fire. He's got his man, makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Got the quick pass. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Today's game in football, it's about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times them making plays after the catch. So hard to stop.
And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs.
Job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Bringing it out. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Peters. Makes the grab. Smashes ahead. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
It's complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Running it to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Turning it on. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. To the air, it's Peters. Here's a heat. Pick off to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Give to the single back. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake, now the throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Caught behind the line. It's Roberts. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Peters. Takes the easy one to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Wants to keep it in the air. He wants to go deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Oof, what a break by the returner. You know, he's looking to try to do some damage and make some people miss and make a big play. And he coughed that puppy up, but what a break. How fortunate is he to fall back on that football.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Using the quick game.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Golden Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line.
29 Philly. Black 24. Black 24.
Power football with the run. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds us back in the middle. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Golden Bears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Got it looking for a first. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cal!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Boise State is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Kellen Moore out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 4 over New Mexico. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. Back to throw, it's Peters. Under fire. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on fourth down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Second down, he'll throw it. The throw to the outside is complete. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
The Golden Bears are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Good timing on the quick out. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Peters. He's got the back in the middle. Oh, what a move to get room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Syracuse right back at it. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for a deep man. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, California.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Cal. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Golden Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look at the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. To the air, it's Peters. Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. The give to the back. Creates a little space. There he goes. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Second down coming up.
The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. He's got it. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Peters. Looking left. Touchdown! Touchdown, Syracuse. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
Cal offense is headed back onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They give it to him again. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll give it to the back. Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Getting set for the point after. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Dropping back, it's Peters. He's got him. Turning it on.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are